TEAM-CIVILIZed, and we are in week 11. I know I said week 8 last video, but anyway, got the Redskins. Big matchup, 7-2, 6-3, must win. So we're gonna check out the Redskins. See right now, Ain't really that good? I'm like, wow. Some talent. Alright. We're gonna hop in this game and step away from the mic. We're gonna get this game. Let's go. Be right back.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got a pair of teams who come in on different paths. With that, let's get up to Minneapolis as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are on the eastern side of downtown Minneapolis at the gorgeous new U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out costs him 5 as he's going to be out of bounds right at the 20. They come up in an offset eye. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. It goes as a pickup of 23. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. They fake the give. Now Wentz. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Holding defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. Throwing on first is Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Philip Dorsett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
A dump off to Sims. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's third and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on third and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Now on fourth down, the 2014 NFL leader as a rookie in yards per punt, Tress Way on to kick it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Over the middle, Dorsett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Wentz. And able to find Dorsett. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Wentz to throw on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kevin White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Cousins going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get 23 yards there. And that leads to a Washington first down. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now Sims. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They come out here in the eye. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here now another look at the rookie Carson Wentz leading his offense back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset.
Now the ball comes loose. He completes it right side to White. And the Redskins scoop it. So the defense, they're opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense.
Again, they run with Sims. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
3rd and long for Cousins. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now out comes Minnesota. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the left side, a catch by White. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Wentz again. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Wentz, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That's taken on the 25. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They go play action. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They find some open field here. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Second down, Cousins. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. A dump off now to Hill. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz now on 1st down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They cannot block him.
Still 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Holding. Offense. The penalty is declined.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Wentz going to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Green, 39. Green. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. So we were, okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. The guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter. To those guys on defense, I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
No gain, and it's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Now they run with Sims, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing his Cousins. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Robert Kimdichie able to drop it for a loss of 12. And it'll be fourth down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. One receiver left, two to the right. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz now to throw. Rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll watch. About 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. And now they're in the hurry up. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniel McCullers in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Second down, Cousins. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Cousins. A dump off to Sims. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback third and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You hate every fumble. You really hate that. You're going to have great field position, and then he coughed it up.
Well, they went from elation to deflation in a hurry, didn't they? I mean, everything was working just right for them. That type of a return, that field position that they expected to have, unfortunately, none of it came through.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down. And quickly, they get to the line. Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Cousins on first down. Finding time. A dump off to Sims. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To the air again, it's Cousins. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. This is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hand.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol. Hill, the lone setback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. He completes it right side to White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Back to throw now on first down. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.